Hello students, in our earlier lectures we have been discussing about thermodynamic potentials and Maxwell's equations. In our earlier classes we have obtained four thermodynamic potentials and explained about the change in internal energy, Helmholtz function, enthalpy, and also Gibbs function. And we have also used those thermodynamic potentials to derive famous Maxwell's equations in thermodynamics. We have derived for each thermodynamic potential corresponding Maxwell equation has been derived, and we have applied those Maxwell's equations in different situations. We have applied Maxwell's equations to derive Clapeyron latent heat equation, which gives or explains the variation of temperature of a substance with respect to the pressure. Having derived Clapeyron equation, we have also derived the difference of two specific heats of a gas, Cp minus Cv is equal to R. That also we have derived expression for the difference of specific heat Cp minus Cv is equal to R. And finally, we have derived the expression for ratio of specific heats of a gas, Cp by Cv is equal to gamma. So, those are the things which we have discussed in our earlier classes. Now, today we continue our game with the Maxwell's equation to explain Joule-Thomson effect or Joule-Kelvin effect. This Joule-Thomson or Joule-Kelvin effect have already explained to you while discussing about low temperature physics. Now, we explain the same principle by using Maxwell's thermodynamical equations. Now, first of all, see what is meant by Joule-Thomson or Joule-Kelvin effect. Joule-Thomson or Joule-Kelvin effect. Whenever a gas passes through a porous plug from a region of high pressure to a region of low pressure, then there will be always change in temperature of the gas. Whenever a gas passes through a porous plug from region of high pressure to a region of low pressure, then there will be always change in temperature. Then there will be change in temperature. of the gas. So whenever a gas passes through the porous plug from a region of higher pressure to a region of lower pressure, then there will be change in temperature of the gas. The temperature of the gas while passing through the porous plug, say this is the porous plug, this is the porous plug. Separating the two cylindrical compartments A and B, those are fitted with pistons on either side A and B. Whenever gas passes through one region into another region 2, then there will be change in temperature of the gas according to our Joule concept. For some gases, the temperature increases. That means on passing through porous plug, some gases heated up and some gases cool down. For example, hydrogen and helium gases temperature increases, whereas for all other gases the temperature decreases. The reasons we have been discussed in the low temperature physics. So whenever gas passes through the porous plug, the molecules of gas are drawn aside. For that purpose, the gas will utilize its internal energy and hence there will be change in temperature of the gas according to our Joule concept. Whenever a gas passes through the porous plug, the total heat content of the system is constant. Total heat content of the system is also known as enthalpy. Therefore, if we consider both sides of the porous plug, the total energy remains constant because it is thermally insulated. The entire cylinder is thermally insulated. Therefore, total heat content of the system is constant. So, in Thomson effect, in Joule-Thomson effect, the enthalpy of the system, of gas is constant. That means enthalpy is equal to enthalpy H is equal to U plus P. Sum of internal energy and PV energy of a gas is called its enthalpy. So, internal energy and PV energy. Change in enthalpy, because enthalpy is constant, change in enthalpy dH is equal to du plus pdv plus vdp equal to 0, because it is constant, it does not change. Because enthalpy does not change, it remains constant, therefore change in enthalpy is 0. Now, but we know that from second law of thermodynamics, the first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to du plus pdv or TdS is equal to du plus pdv, du is equal to TdS minus pdv. Therefore, du means this one, TdS minus pdv plus pdv So from this expression, dou T by dou P, Joule coefficient, dou T by dou P is equal to 1 by Cp into T dou V by dou T minus V. So this is the Joule-Thomson effect equation. So in this equation, if T dou V by dou T minus V, or in other way, this thing, dou T by dou P is greater than 0, then there will be heating effect. Temperature of gas increases. If dou T by dou P is less than 0, then temperature of gas decreases on passing through porous plug. And if dou T by dou P is equal to 0, then no change in temperature on passing through the porous plug. So this is the expression for Joule-Thomson or Joule-Kelvin effect. Now we can apply this Joule-Kelvin effect for an ideal gas. Joule-Kelvin effect for an ideal gas. Joule-Kelvin effect for an ideal gas. Joule-Kelvin coefficient or Joule-Thomson coefficient, dou T by dou P is equal to, at a constant enthalpy, is equal to 1 by Cp T dou V by dou T minus V. For an ideal gas, what is ideal gas equation? PV is equal to nRT. That is for n moles of gas. For 1 mole of ideal gas, for 1 mole, PV is equal to RT. Therefore, dou V by dou T, R by T, substitute here. Therefore, dou T by dou P is equal to 1 by Cp. T dou V by dou T at constant P means R by P minus P. Dou T by dou P is equal to 1 by Cp. PV is equal to TR, RT. Therefore, RT, we can write PV. P gets cancelled. Therefore, dou T by dou P is equal to V minus V is equal to 0. Therefore, Joule-Kelvin coefficient is 0. That means, whenever ideal gas passes through the porous plug, the temperature of the gas does not change, because Joule-Kelvin coefficient for ideal gas is 0. For ideal gas is 0. So this is the expression for Joule Kelvin coefficient, and we have applied the Joule Kelvin coefficient effect for an ideal gas. For an ideal gas, Joule coefficient is 0. Because Joule coefficient is 0, therefore the temperature of the system does not change with the pressure. So even if you change the pressure, temperature does not change. Temperature of the system remains constant and no change in the temperature of the gas. Now, let us apply the Joule Kelvin effect for van der Waals gases. Application of Joule Kelvin effect. Joule Kelvin or Joule Thomson, both are the same. Effect for van der Waals gases. Now, van der Waals has made correction, pressure correction as well as volume correction for an ideal gas. After making the correction, they have obtained the equation which is called as van der Waals equation of state. Therefore, van der Waals equation of state for an ideal gas P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. This is the van der Waals equation of state. Now, differentiating partially with respect to P. So, P plus A by V square into dou V by dou T plus V minus B. You have to differentiate this one. Differentiation of A by V square is equal to minus 2A by V cube into dou V by dou T, that is equal to R. This is our main equation. After differentiating partially, we have obtained this equation. dV by dt is equal to you can take out this common. This is equal to minus 2A by V cube into V minus D is equal to R. Therefore, dou V by dou T, multiply both sides with a T. So this is the temperature at which Joule Kelvin coefficient becomes 0, this is called as temperature of inversion. Temperature of inversion. So this is the application of Joule Kelvin effect for a van der Waals gas as well as ideal gas. So with this we can conclude these applications of Maxwell's equations.